I'm Kristin Helfrich, Director of Programming at the New Hazlett Theater. And with me today is Kaylin Horgan, very talented choreographer and the creator of Milton, which will be premiering as part of the Community-Supported Art Series on April 8th and 9th via Crowdcast. Welcome, Kaylin. I'm so happy to have you here.
Yeah, thank you, Kristin. It is an honor, especially during this time, to be in a theater and creating.
We're here in the theater recording, actually, what we'll see next week, which is a biography and movement is how we've been describing it, celebrating the life and the story of Milton Rayford, who is a local defense attorney and mentor of Kaylin's. And I was hoping you could talk a little bit about how you met each other and how he became an influence on your work.
Sure. Back in 2011, I was one of the founding members of the August Wilson Center Dance Ensemble. And every year we would have a fundraiser called So You Think They Can't Dance, which is a spin-off of Dancing with the Stars. And Milton was my partner. He was chosen as my partner. He came into the studio for our first rehearsal, little closed off, arms crossed, and it's clear that he was a little uncomfortable to dance. But lo and behold, we danced together, and beautiful things happened. He turned around, he was crying, I was crying, his wife was crying, and we realized how impactful the fusing of his life and this new exploration of movement became. And he became very influential to me. He promised me that day that we would stay close, and he kept his promise. 11 years later, he's one of the closest people to me and my family. And yeah, I decided that the stories that he had been telling me for the last 11 years needed to be preserved. His life is unlike any other. He's incredibly influential in the Pittsburgh community, in the courtroom and outside of the courtroom, with his mentorship and just the love that he has for humanity, I think needs to be something well spoken about. And I chose the art of dance and music to do so because dance really affected his life as well.
Can you talk a little bit more about the elements that we're going to see on the stage? Obviously, movement is your first language as an artist, but it's not a conventional dance that you would see. Can you talk about how it's kind of weaved in with other elements?
Absolutely. The music that we created was produced and written by Treble NLS and Brittany Chantal, but one of the main songs in the piece is also created by Selena Williams, who's playing his mother, Cora Rayford. Due to the pandemic, I essentially had to sit down from dance. My dance industry shut down, and it created a way and a new voice for me as a writer. So I sat down and started this whole process with a script, and then gave it to the artists that were involved in collaborating and said, the script is kind of anybody's game. Whatever is not going to be written out in song will be translated through dance, and whatever is left will be projection. And together we filled in the blanks that we had and created something quite magical, I think. But I believe that all of the artists in this collaboration have successfully been able to create something that can bridge both gaps. I think that the piece stands as a live performance just as well as it does a film. And I love that because it will be alive past this pandemic. I believe that. But it did take a lot of new ideas and I believe that every person in this collaboration was challenged and grown from that challenge. Each and every one of us have had the conversation of what we've learned through this, and we've grown and expanded our visions. I've never thought to do film before until now. I never thought to write a script until now, and here we are. The pandemic, if the pandemic did anything, it gave us the space and the time to do so.
Well, to see Kaylin's work, Milton, you can go to newhazletttheater.com/CSA, and there will be links to all of our performances through the CSA season. You can also follow us on Crowdcast at crowdcast.io/New Hazlett Theater, and it will notify you anytime we have a CSA performance this year. Kaylin's performances are April 8th and 9th, at 8 p.m. And there's also an 11 a.m. performance on April 9th. So please join us. We'll be happy to have you, and we will have a Q&A talkback live after each of those with Kaylin and some of the collaborators that have worked on it. Thanks so much, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.